everybody. How's it going, friends? It's JG here with your 5D University, back for another teaching where you are the light, the path, and the way forward. It's all inside of you. You are the God of your reality. You are connected to your higher self and all the beauty and creation. And you are the temple, friends. It doesn't need to be found anywhere outside of yourself. I'm really excited to talk about a subject that's really close to my heart, near and dear to my heart, that I think you guys will resonate with as well. And this is the topic of living in a spiritual bubble, right? And it happens accidentally because so often we separate our thoughts of, like, you go to church and you're spiritual, or you go to the temple and you're spiritual, or the mosque. But at the end of the day, we need to bring spirituality into every single area of our lives. And it's difficult to do that. So that is the topic of today. Let's get into it. I cannot tell you how much 3D stuff I encounter, right? Whether you think that this is a hologram, whether you think this is the Matrix, or whether you think this is whatever you believe, right? It'd be awesome if you start thinking of bringing your spiritual life into the everyday. It is about homeostasis here on this planet, and if we don't interact with the people who live on Earth that aren't in the 5D, who aren't like thinking about raising their consciousness or becoming aware, then we're really missing out on our opportunity to evangelize and help our brothers and sisters on this planet also rise up. But it's really important, guys, to learn to bring your higher vibration to people who aren't quite there yet. And we can do this by connecting our spirituality to the world, realizing that we are the vessel, we are the vehicle that will change people's consciousness. I believe that there's beings here to help us that we can't see in our everyday vision because we don't have the eyes to see vibrations that high. So for all we know, the sun could be a being and an entity, and all we can see is the light, and it just makes us happy. So there are beings out there helping us that we are unaware of, and we can be those human beings on Earth to help our other brothers and sisters who are stuck. So it's no fun being stuck. It's no fun being unconscious on the Earth. Can you imagine? We all suffer so much, and it's not easy to be here in this density. It's not easy to play by the rules of this planet, because the rules that people live by are broken. The rules that the people live by here are twisted and distorted. But we can bring our higher consciousness to this distortion and change it. I choose to live in peace, and I choose to love people unconditionally, pretty much from the get-go. You know, that's not how the world operates, right, guys? So it's a matter of creating balance and homeostasis so that you can exist on this planet without shutting people out who aren't like you, because we are the ones that are here. We chose to be here at this time to help others also wake up. So it seems like a real drag. It can be exhausting, and I want to give you an example that happened to me recently that was just so difficult, but it's part of the human condition being here, right? So an example of bringing spirituality to the everyday, like I do that on the regular. I cannot separate spirituality from my everyday life. It's always been that way for me. And so I spend time with people who are not right in that mind frame that I am, thinking of love, thinking of kindness, thinking of compassion. And so my family and my girls and I, we decided we want to rescue a dog. And so many of you guys know, if you know me, that I have several cats, and I've been hooked on these saving animal shows, and I just can't get enough of it. And I was thinking, I gotta help a dog. I have to help a creature with a consciousness that's pretty high, right? And so we spent some time looking once, and then finally a dog came into my reality that looked like it really needed help. It was at the Animal Control Center, and she had used up her time there, so they had to find her a home or she might be euthanized. So she gets a foster home, and we travel like 2 hours to go meet her. She's good with cats, allegedly, and we just go to meet her. And when we meet her, she's growling, you know, and she's like the sweetest energy. I'm gonna post her picture. And like her eyes, so much sadness in her eyes. God knows what monster did something many monsters did to her, but it was so sad to see. And she was a mirror to me of an animal that needed so much love, and she'd been through hells, barely even 1 year old, and just been through hell. Her eyes were just so broken, but yet we couldn't come near her because she was so terrified. So how many people do you know who are growling at you but really deeply need your love? Right? Deeply need your love. And so this is why we cannot live in a spiritual bubble. We have to go out and interact with life. And if that life is in desperate need of anything, food, a smile, a hug, right? Truth, you know, people are in desperate need of truth, right? So if you know somebody who's acting like that little dog, who's growling, you know, she needed so much love and care. In fact, she did bite me, and I'm fine, but she just wasn't ready to be with a home, right? She needed like really strong rehabilitation with someone who worked just one-on-one with her to help her to get back into life, to realize that this is not hell on earth, that there are people out there that are loving and kind that will never, ever lay hands on her ever again. So she was underweight, she was malnourished, you could see her ribs, she had scars on her skin, she had been through hells, like I keep saying it. But we do not know people's story, and we have to bring our spirituality wherever we go. It's now that time. So if you've accidentally or intentionally put yourself in a spiritual bubble, can I ask you to burst that bubble? Burst it, because we need to bring this consciousness to others. And it's interesting because there's been teachers before us, many, that say, you know, it's not impressive to be kind to your friends, right? It's not impressive to be, you know, kind to people who are kind to you. It's impressive, it's important, and it matters to be kind to people who aren't nice, who are growling and that might bite you, right? So here's my cat. You're so sweet. I saved her a long time ago. I love you. I love you. So this dog, we tried to, like, I literally spent the night up all night with her, trying to get her comfortable, trying to get her out of my car, trying to bring her inside, and she just wouldn't do it. And I could see her sadness and her fear. And so keep in mind that when people are, you know, doing gnarly things to you that aren't cool, there's something behind it. We just don't know what they've been through. This is the number one reason not to live in a bubble. There's a spiritual bubble. It's essential to bring it out, to help others, and to create. That's how we're going to create a new earth. It's not saying, I'm in my 5D reality and I'm not going to talk to anybody, you know, I'm not going to go to places that are low vibrational. Like, you know, it's imperative to, it's yes, I see you. I know, girl. It's imperative to help those people who really need your help. And it takes a lot of strength and courage to do it, and bravery. I cried when I couldn't help this dog. I mean, I literally cried a lot, hours, because I couldn't shake the feeling of like, God, I failed this dog. Like, but of course someone else will take her that's better fit. But I was just thinking, God, it just broke my heart to know that those conditions are still like very prevalent. So wherever there's children mistreated, wherever there's pets mistreated, whenever or an elderly person is mistreated, whenever a being counts on another human being for physical survival, and it's not happening, and that person's being abused and neglected, that is a serious problem, guys. And so we can't ignore the fact that that exists. We need to step up and be the warriors, right? We need to be the ones that are out there, like saying, yes, I will face this with courage, this darkness, and I will look at the darkness and I will say, I'm going to bring my light. All right, guys, so that is the message today. I hope it has assisted you. I want you to know that I am always praying for you and sending you good energy and so much love and light, guys. Take care.